That is delicious. It's creamy and it has a little bit of a kick. And you got that spinach in there and the mozzarella. Oh, that is perfect. Delish. This is easily one of my new favorites.
Starting with our ingredients, we have a yellow bell pepper, white onion, Cajun style andouille smoked sausage, some chicken breast, and then we'll be using some olive oil, a little bit of butter, heavy whipping cream, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, paprika, any kind will do, black pepper, creole seasoning, mozzarella, spinach, and some garlic. To start off, I cut the sausage into coins, and then I like to get a little bit of oil in the pan and get that cooked up on both sides, get a nice yummy sear on there. And then I go ahead and I remove the sausage from the pan. I like to leave the oil from that sausage in the pan, and then I will use that to cook up our chicken breast. And I've already patted this dry, and I did creole seasoning on both sides of our chicken breast, and I'm going to do that for about 3 minutes on both sides. And then for our last two breasts, I put a little bit more oil in the pan and cooked that up on both sides for those breasts as well. And I'll be using also rigatoni noodles today, and I'm getting the pasta on right about now. Now I'm going to deglaze my pan with a little bit of butter, and I'm going to scrape that around, get all those yummy bits off the bottom. I got my white onion and my bell pepper in there. Don't mind the fact that I have 2 different sized bell pepper. I forgot that I was going to julienne it at first, so don't mind that. I also got the garlic going in there as well. And now we're going to add the heavy whipping cream to the pan. I did end up using the whole container, but I started with just probably 3/4 of it. So we're going to stir that all around, making sure to scrape the bottom, get the yummy bits in there, and make sure we get all that flavor into the sauce. And I'm adding all of the seasonings and making sure everything gets nice and integrated into the sauce. And I did decide to go ahead and add 1 more tablespoon of paprika. I wanted to deepen the flavor and the color a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and let this come to a boil. Yes, we love those bubbles. And reduce the cream and thicken the sauce. Always remember to taste as you go and make sure you like your seasoning. And here's where I added that last bit of heavy cream, and I'm bringing it back up to a boil there so it can simmer. And here I'm adding a ladle of pasta water. And now it's time to add our yummy cheese. Put a little bit of mozzarella in there. I like mine extra cheesy, so I added a second handful. Yum, yum. And now we're gonna mix that all together, make sure it's nice and integrated so it can melt into that sauce. And just look how cheesy and delicious. Yum, cheese. And we're gonna add a couple handfuls of spinach in there, get that nice and wilted into the sauce. And finally, we're ready to add our rigatoni and our sausage into the delicious pasta sauce and complete our dish. So I'm going to fold that in, and voila.
All right, let's try this final product. This is our Cajun chicken pasta, and we got a little sausage in there too. Here's a look at our final product. Delish. We got the sausage, we got the chicken, the blackened chicken, and the pasta. Let's give it a try. That is delicious. It's creamy and it has a little bit of a kick. And you got that spinach in there and the mozzarella. Oh, that is perfect. Delish. This is easily one of my new favorites. All right, you know the drill. If you liked this video and you want to make this dish, like, share, subscribe, follow, and until next time, ciao, baby.